like a lot. That means a lot. Like dance on back to the parking lot a lot. Like saves and raves on the stuff you crave and waves from the names. Oh, hey.
Wait. So exactly how much is a lot?
Like a lot of bang for a little buck, like a fillet for the price of chuck, like a short stack that's a mile high, or lasagna piled to the sky. It's a lot of something that'll make you smile and a lot of good to keep you shopping right. So grab a friend and take a bite. You might just find there's a lot to like. Hey, that's a lot.
Hi, I'm Julie Pratt, and I would love to help you plan for retirement. At Belgrade Financial in Deloge, we work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams, and here are some of my listings. If you're looking to buy or sell, give me a call. I'm happy to help.
A shield against the elements, comfort in the midst of chaos, shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why, and throughout our history, it has never wavered. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services. They offer non-skilled nursing and in-home care services, consumer-directed services, transportation, and adult daycare services. A1 Home Care will tailor the care plan to meet your needs. A1 hires reliable, caring, and trustworthy individuals to perform the care you need and deserve. A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services.
Go Raiders!
Enigma.
I'm Rob Baker, and this is my academy. Baker's Academy of Martial Arts has a rich martial arts history and continues the legacy of many great masters. Baker's Academy offers fun, safe, and challenging classes for adults and children. Call 218-9596 and see us on the web at bakersacademy.net.
special welcome to our guests, the Hillsboro Hawks. Let's welcome their players, fans, cheerleaders, and coaching staff. We remind you that interscholastic events such as tonight's football game are an extension of the classroom, and lessons are best learned when the proper respect is accorded to all. sportsmanship this evening. Now on the field, the North County Raider Regiment, under the direction of Mr. Dobie Carroll, assisted by Miss Emily Reese and Miss Abby Helton, with additional staff members Miss Destiny Hedrick and Mr. Austin Dowdy. The band is accompanied by the North County Silks Color Guard, under the direction of Taylor Chilton and Ashley Chilton. The Raider Regiment is under the field command of Drum Majors Kim Gerhardt, Amethyst Messer-Price, and Brooke Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats as the Raider Regiment performs our national anthem.
Coach Douglas if you could turn back up the knob. Thank you. What else? That's all I could get. Beautiful. So tell Mr. Manager whenever he's ready for the starting lineup, we can go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official for tonight's contest, your referee is Mr. John Bach. The umpire School Activities Association. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. An attitude of good sportsmanship should be upheld by all spectators, players, and coaches.
Man, Kona ice.
Perhaps it is middle school or whatever.
I think so. I think it's like a warm-up.
We're on here.
Because last time they had the Raiderettes and stuff dancing out here because they just won nationals. Like the Raiderettes won a national championship. So they had them be out here in the band and stuff for the pregame. So I think they're having the middle schoolers do a pregame.
Yeah.
I hope those are middle schoolers and not like freshmen. It'd be a little.
I'm an absolute perfectionist when it comes to this sort of thing.
Yeah.
As you can see.
I might want to be a cameraman for like a news station. That'd be so cool.
KFMO, I think, only has one cameraman, and it's just Jared. So they might hire you for that.
But, like an actual news station, like Channel 11 News in St. Louis.
Oh my God. I accidentally kicked it.
It's fine, it's durable. We got the fixed one anyway.
Oh. No, but it...
Oh, it's not on the screen.
No. Yeah, we're good.
Just be quiet.
Shush. If anyone can hear us, I'm so sorry.
Screen.
It says program, but it's not on there.
Yeah, it's probably just on the big screen on the monitor.
Yeah, but like, still.
Yeah.
I'm being ready, okay?
We've got the mean one. We've got the mean tripod.
Yeah. My knees every time.
I think it's taken out at the same spot every time. Oh no, look at the band guy run. Look at the clarinet run. Right there. Right there.
Oh my God.
Look at him go. Run, little guy, run.
Got any text messages or anything coming through?
I think...
No.
Awesome.
Not that I've seen.
One, I don't know what it was, honestly.
Okay. No big deal.
It didn't
something was
seem
wrong,
important.
there'd be like 5 or 6 of them.
Well, it didn't even seem to be a contact, so...
Like a notification.
Yeah, it was more of a notification.
Like Cricket Wireless bills due tomorrow or something like that?
I don't know, I didn't recognize it, but it was from apparently a number you didn't have registered and so on.
Okay.
So...
They probably were asking about my car warranty.
We've been trying to reach you regarding your car's extended warranty. My aunt might come to half of the game. I don't know if she said she was or not. What do you want from me? Oh my god. No, screenshot it. No! No! I can't get it back open again.
Belgrade State Bank, equal housing, love you guys.
Or is she bringing my whole family? Oh no.
Listen, I don't care. I just care about the freaking Central kids being here.
I don't. The only
Well, DJ's whole group was here.
Huh?
DJ's whole group was here.
His whole group? Oh, I only saw DJ.
Well, okay.
You had.
They have a walkie-talkie next door. Diondre there can help you.
See, ours has a delay. Or is that just the Wi-Fi?
It just has a slight delay. That's all.
Which is fine. It was just kind of glitchy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for those RJFL players out there. They played hard tonight. the toss. They have deferred to the second half. They'll be doing the kicking and defending the east goal. The Raiders will receive the opening kickoff, and they'll be defending the west goal. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7 o'clock on Friday night in Bonne Terre, Missouri. I can't think of any place I'd rather be. Let's play high school football. Deep for the Raiders, Job Smith and Clayton Chandler. Nicholas Marchetti doing the kicking for the Hawks. And ladies and gentlemen, in the words of the late great Ed Ragsdale, we're about to get underway with this football game.
One of the upmen for the North County Raiders and received at the 30-yard line. That's about where the drive will begin for the North County Raiders.
Seems like every play on defense, we're calling it.
Starting offense for the North County Raiders, brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Proud to be a part of high school sports. Your local Shelter Insurance agents. We're your shield. We're your shelter. David Todd Haggerty of Shelter Mutual Insurance. 517 East Main and Park Hills, insuring the Parkland since 1955. Starting quarterback for the North County Raiders is the senior Nolan Reed. Next to him in the backfield with Clayton Chandler, the fullback. The wide receivers Grant Mullins and Isaac Easter.
And the offensive line, Andrew Civvy, Mason Lay, Jackson Nash, Brian Brewster, Joe Ortman with Keegan Keller at tight ends. They line up with a diamond formation for the receivers, all the way split out wide to the left, a tight end to the right for the quarterback Reed, all alone in the pocket. He begins with a quick hit to the outside. Job Smith's got it, trying to set up some blockers in front of him on a screen, gets stopped as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Plays complete, but no gain on the play. Second down and 10 coming up. We use this as an opportunity to introduce you to the starting lineup for the Hillsboro Hawks. Hillsboro coming out with a 3-5 defensive front. The defensive linemen, Alex Tabaris Medina, Greg Sanders, and Jordan Jarvis as Nolan Reed drops back to pass. Throws out a swing pass to the right-hand side. Taking up that far side is Briley Smith as he gets wrapped up and taken down, and a flag comes flying in. Rest of the defensive alignment, outside linebackers, Jackson Patterson and Kenyon Stout. The linebackers, Tyler Watson, Austin Romaine, and John Bennett. And the defensive backs, Harrison Boyles, Cruz Valencia, and Cody Bishop. Starting lineup brought to you by J.J. Vickers Insurance Agency, located at 63 East School Street in Bonne Terre. Allow J.J. to help protect your family with life insurance. Face mask against the North County Raiders. That will back them up on a second down play that got them some good yardage, and it'll put them behind the sticks as well. Or will it? I'm going to spot it. It's just a 5-yard face mask against the offense. So that's going to spot them back 5 yards from the initial reception. They'll redo second down. It's now going to be second down, 9 yards to go for the first. Ball spotted on the 31-yard line, far side of the field. Second down and 9. Receiver left, and it looks like they're lining up with 2 receivers on that far side of the field. One of them is Job Smith. He's in the slot on that far side. It's actually going to be 3 receivers over there. Shotgun set for the quarterback, Reed. He's got Clayton Chandler to his left. Option that way. Cuts it back inside, does Reed. Wrapped up at the 35. Pushes his way forward to the 37. Third and short coming up.
That's the first time we've seen North County run the ball. First 2 plays were screen passes, one to the left, one to the right. Second one worked really well, got him a first down, but that penalty pulled him back. And now they're at about third down and about 3, let's call it a long 3, almost 4. for a first down near about the 37-yard line.
The North County Raiders will break huddle with an I formation behind the quarterback, Nolan Reed, who will drop under center. He's got a tight end lined up in the slot to his right and a receiver on either side. Gets the snap, handoff to the fullback, and it's wrapped up and blown up for a loss. Clayton Chandler nowhere to go there as Hillsboro had some good penetration. It's a 3-and-out for the North County Raiders as their punt team takes the field.
That's the first time I think I've seen all year long anybody really stack their defense right at the line of scrimmage against the Raiders. That's what Hillsboro's been doing here the last couple of plays, getting right up on the line, forcing them to do something to the outside, and they tried to run it up the gut, and it went nowhere. In fact, lost 2 yards.
The punt formation out now for the North County Raiders. Nolan Reed to do the punting honors. Hillsboro with one back deep to return. Looks like it's Cruz. It is. He calls the fair catch at the 20-yard line. Now he's going to run forward with it. That's clearly a fair catch that was called by him, but I don't think there's a flag on the field. He takes it across midfield, across the 40, and all the way down past the 30-yard line. Oh, my God, how do you miss that?
Well, I got an official on the near side that's got his flag in his hand, walking across to the other side, and he's going to ask the question.
Now they're going to confer with each other. This might get overturned, but we saw this all the way up here. They will drop the flag on the field, so I think they're going to make good and call this one. But, man, what an iffy way to start this game.
Man, that would have been a major turnabout in the play here tonight because that fair catch went up. He caught it, and all the Raiders let up, and then he took off. No flag came out, and you heard probably the fans in front of us here on the North County side screaming, hey, he, signaled a fair catch. The referees conferred. They've talked about it. They're talking about it again, and then they finally throw the flag, and they're going to walk it back.
Now they're still talking about it. The question is, do they remember where it was returned from? It was the 30. Right now the flag is dropped at about the 36-yard line, 37, probably more like it. So if they spot it there, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't just generically throw the flag up in the air. You're supposed to throw it at the spot of the foul. Now, hang on. They just waved one flag off. I think that was the flag against North County that they called on the return. So, yeah, they did just call an illegal fair catch against Hillsboro, so they're lining up now. Man, these fans almost blew up. A few of them didn't realize there was a second flag on North County that was called there. If they didn't put that other flag back down on the field, this place would have exploded just a few minutes into this game. We got 9:37 to go. Hillsboro hasn't even taken their first offensive snap of the game yet.
And, this would have been a major, I think, turning point at least early in the game because they would have had first down in North County territory around the 30. Instead, they go back and make that call, and now they're going to be down somewhere around the 20-yard line, maybe even inside.
Yeah, they're just going to back them way up inside the 20. And this drive, it looks like, is going to be beginning on the 18-yard line for the Hillsboro Hawks. They break huddle with two receivers on either side and a shotgun set for the quarterback, Griffin Ray, the junior, starting again this year as he started last year for the Hillsboro Hawks as a sophomore. We'll introduce you to their full starting lineup in just a moment. Twin receivers on either side, shotgun set, running back to Griffin Ray's left. Now he's got motion from slot right. Snap, handoff to the running back in the backfield. He is swallowed up by 3, 4, 5 North County Raiders and taken down for a loss. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups, brought to you by Shelter Insurance, J.J. Vickers Insurance Agency, located at 63 East School Street in Bonne Terre. Allow J.J. to help protect your family with life insurance. Griffin Ray, the starting quarterback for the Hillsboro Hawks. His running back is Jackson Patterson. Austin Romaine is the fullback. The wide receivers, Blake Larson, Chase Saharsky, and Tyler Watson. Tyson White is the tight end, and the offensive line left to right, Jordan Jarvis, Wyatt Husky, Tucker Volstecki, Greg Sanders, and Wyatt Yeager. Handoff to the left-hand side, nothing doing. Might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up third down and about 10 yards to go for the first.
Well, so far that Raider defensive line is exactly what we thought they were going to be in these first two plays. They have pretty much blocked up the middle where Hillsboro really doesn't have much running room. Let's see if they go to the air on third down or if they keep trying to run it.
Starting defense for the North County Raiders. They have a 4-4 defensive front. Joe Ortman, Mason Lay, Brian Brewster, Andrew Civey make up the defensive line. The linebackers, Nolan Reed, Job Smith, Ryan Hodges, and Tegan Keller. The corners, Dane McCoy and Cooper Kekek. And the free safety, Grant Mullins. The official wants to have a quick word with Jackson Patterson, the tailback for the Hillsboro Hawks. What about I'm not sure? I'm still not sure what they're talking about right now.
And both of them are looking at each other like even the official looks like he doesn't know what he's, talking about, or something's going on they can't figure out. The back is looking there, and then he waves his arms like there's nothing there.
Yeah, so I don't know what that conversation was about. I formation, dropping back to pass. Griffin Ray, pressure coming from behind. He gets the ball away, and it's caught on the run by Tyler Watson, who turns it up the field. Watson carrying a couple defenders as the ball comes loose, but it squirts out of bounds at the 50 before anyone can jump on it. A pitch and catch, good for 32 yards from Griffin Ray to Tyler Watson.
And I'll tell you right now, the defensive lineman chasing the quarterback Ray was just about a half a foot away from him, about to grab him when he got rid of that ball. So he got rid of the ball in pressure and got it to the receiver, who turned it upfield and darn near lost it out of bounds.
Ball spotted on the 49-yard line, still on the Hillsboro Hawks side of the field. First down and 10. They go under center. Same formation. A tight end on the other side. Miscommunication on the option as Griffin Ray is bumped by his fullback, Austin Romaine. The pitch is on the ground when it does come out. Hillsboro jumps on it, but it's going to be a big loss of 3 yards for the Hawks offense. Nice play by North County to almost jump on that ball, but at least get the tackle for loss.
Well, a couple of almost for North County. The last pass play that netted a big first down for Hillsboro was fumbled right before the receiver went out of bounds, but he kicked it out of bounds inadvertently. And then on that play, fumbling the ball on the handoff, but getting on top of it again. Hillsboro can't turn the ball over because North County is already deadly enough.
Second down and about 14 yards to go for the first. Fake handoff on the end around. They give it to Jackson Patterson instead. Spins off one defender, gets past the original line of scrimmage and a few more across the 50, and picks up another 3 after that. He's on the enemy 47. Generous spot gives him the 49, in fact, and it'll be third down, about 5 yards to go for the first.
Yeah, I thought he was actually one, maybe two guys away from breaking that and taking off for more yardage, but the North County defense held on and held him down. Actually, they're going to move it now to the 41, or 46 rather, on the North County side of the ball.
Excuse me, my math was off there. That's the 46, not the 49-yard line. Third down, 5 yards to go. Receiver split out wide to the right is Tyler Watson. Toss that way. It's to Jackson Patterson. Flag comes flying in as Patterson's got some room to run. He's at the 20, the 10, and into the end zone for the touchdown as he gets tackled as he goes into the end zone. But let's see what this flag is. If it's going against Hillsboro, it's coming all the way back. And based on Tyler Watson's reaction as he just put his hands on his head, I believe it's going to be against him. Holding offense, touchdown, wipe it off the board. Going to back up the Hillsboro Hawks offense. Good break for the North County Raiders.
Yeah, that's the second big break North County's got here tonight after a big play. And that time I was watching both Jackson and the wide receiver, number 7. I don't have his number in front of me right now, but he was sitting on the ground looking at the official, and he was like, "Are you kidding me, Tyrone White?" He was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I knew right away Hillsboro was going to get the flag, and it's going to bring it all the way back to their 46-yard line.
And so we believe it was Tyson White that was the flag on him. Not sure, it might have been Tyler Watson, the receiver, that was split out wide as well.
But you could just tell by the way they were sitting on the field looking at the official that they were already like giving that "you kidding me" kind of look.
Trips bunch to the left, dropping back. Griffin Ray rolling to that side, setting up a screen to that side to Austin Romaine. He gets tripped up in the backfield, keeps his footing past the original line of scrimmage, does turn it into a gain of 2. The penalty put them back behind the sticks. Going to bring up fourth down and 12 yards to go for the first. I imagine we'll see Hillsboro punt here.
Yeah, this time I think they're going to punt. Last time they were on North County's side of the field. They had about 5 yards to go. If they didn't make it, they would still have pretty decent opportunity to stop the North County offense. But this time, I think they want to try to pin North County back as far as they can.
And you got to be careful when punting it away. Job Smith is back there. We've seen last year and already in the first game of the season this year against Farmington how lethal of a returner he can be when he gets downhill. Snap is low. It one hops to the punter, Austin Romaine, but he gets off a booming kick. That's going to bounce in the S of Raiders in the end zone right-hand side corner for a touchback. Still no score, 5:46 to play, opening quarter. North County Raiders and the Hillsboro Hawks. It's been a good game so far defensively, which is pretty uncommon throughout this rivalry so far, Glenn. Going back for the past decade, all but 2 of these games, the winning team scored 34 or more points. These usually aren't your 7-0, 10-7 finishes. These are usually shootouts.
Yeah, you go back to the old days, and it was always one of those things where when these two teams met, they put up some numbers on both sides. I think this Hillsboro team a couple of years ago when I was doing sideline reporting was probably one of the best teams in this region, and I think injuries probably hurt them the most then. They have maintained that under Bill Saharsky, And North County, of course, an upcoming team here in the southern part.
Going to be a quarterback keeper. Nolan Reed stiff arms a defender in the backfield, picking up some blocks as he gets across the line of scrimmage, lowers his shoulder, past the 30 for a first down and a few more. I love watching Nolan Reed when he can get some momentum behind him while he's running. I said it earlier this year. I'll say it again. Carter Kekek, not Carter Kekek, Colton Poorman. You go back to him. I always likened him on the air to like a Tim Tebow. Nolan Reed is too big to get that Tim Tebow. He's like Cam Newton when he's running out there because he's bigger than some of the defensive linemen that he's lowering his shoulder into in some cases.
And I thought they had him in the backfield when he first got the snap. They had an arm around one leg, but he just kind of grabbed that person and took him with him.
A gain of 12 on the play for Nolan Reed. First down and 10. And Reed keeps it on the QB option. Spins off one would-be tackler, takes it forward for an extra yard, and has a gain of 4. Second down and 6 coming up. Working Reed early and often throughout this contest.
And he's going to have to protect that ball a little bit. He kind of had it dangling out there just a bit, so he's going to have to make sure he doesn't leave it out there too far where a Hillsboro defender can knock it out.
No score, under 5 minutes to go, opening quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun set for the quarterback, Nolan Reed. He's got a running back to his left and Clayton Chandler, tight end right as well. Ball is on the 35-yard line. North County working right to left on your radio dial. Nolan Reed under pressure, rolling to his right, gets it off, and it's dropped on the outside. Isaac Easter, the intended receiver, just turned upfield a little bit too soon, it looked, Glenn.
Yeah, and he was also kind of doing the splits as the ball was coming to him. Great job that time by Reed to get the ball to him, avoid the sack, but Easter just couldn't keep his balance and also try to run with it a little bit too early.
Split left. And 3 receivers to the right. Running back to the left of the quarterback, Clayton Chandler. Nolan Reed, the QB, in the shotgun set. Claps his hands, now looks back to the sideline. They're going to change the play as everyone checks their wristbands. Clayton Chandler goes from the quarterback Reed's left to his right hip pocket. They're going to run that way. Option, pitch. Clayton Chandler's got it, lowers his shoulder, knocked out of bounds right about the spot necessary for the first. Flag did come flying in, so we'll see what this call is. These officials have not been shy about throwing the flag throughout this game so far, and I think they're going to signal holding against North County. They will. That'll back up the offense.
Well, it looked like he was close to the first down marker because the first down marker was still up as the running back went around the corner. Actually, I guess it was Reed, and as he started to go down, he knocked the marker over, which can be a dangerous thing if that happens from time to time. But it's all moot point now because it's going to move way back.
4:29 to play, opening quarter, no score. Third down, about 17 yards to go for the first following the penalty. North County hasn't had to do a ton of passing so far this season. Nolan Reed just 5 of 10 for 67 yards. He does have 2 touchdowns. We know Nolan Reed is more than capable. It's just the way the games have gone. It's not really dictated much of a passing attack. Reed rolling to his right, settles, under pressure, stands tall, heaves it down the field, jumping grab made, Tegan Keller. What a catch for the senior tight end. Was a wide receiver entering this year after playing tight end last year, wanted to split him out this year, but due to the injuries, they had to move him back to the tight end spot, and he's got a pitch and catch for a nice gain there.
And I thought initially when the ball went up in the air, I thought he underthrew him, and the defensive back was going to go over and step in front of it, but he got up high, pulled it down, and picks up the first down at about the 48-yard line of North County.
Gain of 23 on the play. Twins left, receiver right, tight end right as well for the quarterback Nolan Reed. He's got a running back in his right hip pocket and Clayton Chandler. Quick hit left-hand side. Grant Mullins has it, takes it up the field for a nice gain on the play as he finally gets pushed out of bounds. Picks up about 8.
Well, we saw North County start this game with 2 screen passes, one to the right, one to the left, and we kind of thought maybe that might be a game plan is to try to get it outside to their receivers as quick as possible, but they went back to their running game shortly after that. We've seen a couple of passes now, very successful, that last one picking up 8 yards.
The running game has been successful for North County this year. You look at the scores of the 3 games they've played. They've won all 3. 35-12 over Farmington. We saw that one week 1. Then 53-13 over Francis Howell North. As it's a run up the middle, ball comes out. They're going to say the runner was down, though. Nolan Reed, a gain of 5 on the play. Good enough for the first.
Yeah, Hillsboro was throwing their arms up like we've got the ball, but the official came right over and said, nope, it was on the ground, or he was on the ground before the ball came out. So a nice break, I guess you could say, for North County again as they pick up their second first down, makes that their third first down of this drive.
And then their third game did the North County Raiders, came on the road against DeSoto 43-0. They haven't really had to pass much with the way these games are going, especially with the rushing attack they've had. Nolan Reed, 283 yards on the ground entering into tonight's game. Job Smith, 486. He's almost at the 500 mark. 3 games into the season. Clayton Chandler gets upended and then toppled over on a combination tackle. Austin Romaine was in there, as was Jackson Patterson to make the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the Hillsboro Hawks 38-yard line.
Thought Chandler was going to break it a little bit, but boy, that Hillsboro defense is swarming against this North County offense, and they put him to a stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Ryan Hodges will check in to spell Clayton Chandler. North County split left. 2 receivers to the right. I formation behind the quarterback, Nolan Reed. Hodges, the fullback. And they're going to toss it to Job Smith. Job Smith, flag comes flying in all the way towards us. The toss went the opposite way of us. And it's a short gain of about 3, maybe 4. But let's see what the flag is.
Hillsboro's going to be offsides. I think the defensive back on the blitz got there a little bit too quick.
That's at least the way Grant Mullins was pointing. He was pointing as if that was going to go against Hillsboro. Clock paused momentarily here with 1:58 to go in the first quarter.
Austin Romaine, I think, just barely got across that line before the snap came, and I think that's who they're going to throw the flag on, because I kind of, with the naked eye, looked at it and said, he looked like he was in that backfield a little too quick. He had his hands on Nolan Reed before anything had actually happened, and I thought that looked a little bit too quick.
I believe they took a timeout on the field, did the officials with the heat, so we'll keep it here momentarily. But it's been an interesting start for both teams so far. North County wasn't able to get much going in their first drive. They're looking good on this second drive here, however. Hillsboro was able to move the ball, but they shot themselves in the feet a few too many times and backed themselves up.
Now they got 3rd down, and I don't think they've moved the ball yet, have they?
I don't think so.
2nd down and 7 is what they have on the board here. It was 2nd down and 10 when they blew the whistle or threw the flag.
Unless they didn't pick the flag up, did they?
I think they did. And I'll say it again. From here, from the naked eye, it looked like that Romaine was in the backfield a little too early, and I thought they'd call it, but apparently they changed their mind.
Toss, left-hand side. Job Smith cuts it back inside. Fights forward for a gain of about 5 on the play on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down and short. And decision time for the North County Raiders. Do they bring in Grant Mullins to kick, or do they go for it on 4th and short? This close, if you're not within Grant Mullins' range, I say go for it.
Yeah, I think you're about, looks like a little over 2 yards short of a first down. So it's going to be like a 4th down, and let's call it 3, but it's not quite a full 3. And North County's going to leave their offense out there, and they're going to see what they can get done.
Got to watch the hard count if you're the Hillsboro Hawks, see if Nolan Reed can get you to jump. 1:17 to go. Opening quarter, still no score as the clock winds down. Receiver left and 2 to the right. They're going to motion that receiver slot right to slot left. Snap, Reed dropping back to pass. Flag comes flying in, steps up in the pocket, fires it down the middle. He's got Tegan Keller once again. That's more than enough for the first down as the pitch and catch is good for about 14 yards, but let's see what the flag is here. Illegal formation against North County. That'll back them up, negate the pass, and they'll do it over again. I think they might have gotten Tegan Keller for turning upfield just a little bit too early. You're not allowed to do that when you're in motion. Got to be parallel to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's what they've done so far. Maybe they'll pick it up. They've done that twice here tonight.
That's what one fan just yelled. He said, you picked up everything else so far. Do it again. They're not going to pick this one up as they're respotting the ball.
And that will make it 4th down and 8 yards to go for the first with the ball on the 36-yard line. And we'll see if North County decides to punt it away or go for it. Keep in mind, Nolan Reed, their quarterback, also the punter.
And Brian Jones is asking for an explanation as well. Brian is not happy. I can tell you that right now. He's not happy that the penalties are being called, and he's not happy with some of the penalties themselves, or maybe lack of calls there. I kind of thought when I saw him turn upfield it might have been a half a hair too early, but I thought Tremaine was in the backfield a lot quicker than he was downfield.
2 receivers left and right for the quarterback, Reed. Shotgun set. Ball on the far side hash. Reed drops back to pass. Under pressure. Stares down the barrel of the gun. Throws, and it's high over the head of Isaac Easter. Turnover on downs. Hillsboro takes over with 37 seconds left to go in the opening quarter.
And the bad thing was he was open, but he was just under way too much pressure to get the accurate pass off. And it sailed wide right, I guess you could say, to the receiver. And so Hillsboro will get it and take over on the 36-yard line.
37 seconds to go, opening quarter. Still no score. Waiting for the Hillsboro Hawks to come out on offense. Let's see what they can do on their second drive of the game. I want to thank a few of our sponsors, including Torque Diesel and Auto in Bonne Terre and Walmart Supercenter located in Deloge. I formation, a tight end on either side, receiver tight left as well. Rolling away from that side is the quarterback. He heaves downfield, and if it's caught, it's a big gain on the play. They'll say it was pulled in by Tyson White. Or no, the other official comes in from the other side, says it was on the ground, and it's incomplete.
Well,
we're in week 3 of the year. Usually the kinks are worked out by now. Not so much for the men in stripes in this game so far, as we've seen a number of flags picked up, one overturning the other. It's not been the cleanest of starts for the Zebras out there roaming the field.
Yeah, it's kind of like every play that happens, you want to wait another 10 seconds or so to see if it actually happened. And that one apparently did not, so it's an incomplete pass, brings up 2nd and 10, still on the 36 of the Hillsboro Hawks.
Like you almost want to squint your eyes and ask after every flag thrown.
Yeah.
The flag on the play. But is there, though? Oh, a flinch from the North County Raiders. They don't go off sides, though. Hillsboro snaps it. Nice little run on the fullback dive to Austin Romaine on the far side of the field. He picks up 8 with some tough running.
Yeah, you say they flinched and they didn't call it yet. But, yeah, it looked like that they got the North County defensive line to go a little bit early there. But this time they might have got away with it. But either way, Hillsboro picks up a big gain. It's now 3rd down and 2.
Now you can flinch, and that's okay if you don't get the offense to jump. You can move laterally. That's okay altogether. But if you flinch into the neutral zone, that'll be a neutral zone infraction. That'll get called. End of the first quarter. No score. North County, Hillsboro, both sides keeping each other in check on AM 1240 KFMO.
Support your hometown auto body businesses, because these business owners were your classmates, they're your neighbors, your fellow church members, and their kids attend school with your kids. Support those who help support your community for years, like Dale Mosier Auto Body. Consider it done right. When you need repair, there's no need to despair. Dale Mosier does it all for you. If you need the best and put us to the test, Dale Mosier Auto Body. Consider it done right. And Unlimited Auto Body in Potosi, where experience counts. Remember, you have the right to choose who does your repairs, so count on Unlimited Auto Body for full body repair or full body paint and custom graphics. Unlimited Auto Body, located at 109 Missouri Street in Potosi. McCary Auto Body Supply is proud to support your hometown repair shops.
Edward Jones.
3rd down and about 1 yard to go for the first for the Hillsboro Hawks. Receiver on the far side of the field. Snap, going to be a toss to that far side. Jackson Patterson trying to pick up the first. He gets wrapped up, pushes forward. He's got just enough for the first down based on the official on that far side. He needed 2. He got 2. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Hillsboro Hawks as the ball will be spotted on their own 46-yard line as we begin the second quarter of play with no score.
Neither one of these teams is going to have a lot of success running it up the gut, although North County's had a little bit of that here in the first quarter. But they got it out to the right side, just a little bit of a sweep out to the right side and picked up the necessary yardage.
Handoff up the middle, Jackson Patterson. This time he doesn't get anything as he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, they tried something on that right side again, and this time met by the defensive line. And he, in fact, they're going to mark it as though he lost about a half a yard on that one.
2nd down and 10 yards to go for the first. Ball on the 46-yard line, far side hash. Hillsboro Hawks wearing their white uniforms, white tops, white bottoms with a blue helmet. Pinstripe, or not pinstripes rather, but 2 stripes going down the shoulders and the side of the pants of the uniform. Another run, doing nothing for the Hillsboro Hawks as that front 8 of the North County Raiders locking down once again.
He might have picked up that half yard he lost in the play before, but that's about it. Looks like the down marker and the original line of scrimmage are on the same spot on the far sideline. Maybe they're going to say about the football width from the down marker. So it looks like they're going to pick up about a half a yard, get it down to 3rd down and still 10. Probably 3rd and 9.7.
Twins to the right, tight end left, I formation behind the quarterback, Griffin Ray. Play fake. He'll roll to his right, steps up in the pocket, fires it downfield, and it is caught by his man on the run, Austin Romaine. Up the seam, one man to beat, and the ball gets ripped out. It's loose on the field. A pile up. Who's going to come out with it? Both sides saying they've got it, and I think Hillsboro has it. Yes, they do. Hawks ball. 2 North County Raiders were there. They couldn't come up with it.
North County had the opportunity there to actually get that ball back, but when the ball came loose, 2 Raiders could not come up with it, and one of the offensive, it looks like one of the receivers ran over there from Hillsboro and jumped on it in the pile, and they come away with it. Now it's 1st and goal on the 5-yard line instead of being North County ball.
Pitch and catch good for 41 yards.
I did not even see that receiver up the middle. I mean, I didn't even see him open, and all of a sudden there he was, and he had the ball, and he looked like he was gone.
1st and goal from the 5. Power I formation. Handoff. Jackson Patterson wrapped up in the backfield, fighting forward, trying to get something out of it, and he does turn it into a decent gain on the play, taking it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, he looked like he was wrapped up in the backfield, but he just kind of turned sideways and flopped into the about the 2-yard line, so brings up 2nd and goal.
A big moment here for the North County Raiders defense as they'll get some subs in and out. Ryan Hodges checks back in. Tegan Keller will check out. Hillsboro Hawks, again, that power I formation. 2 fullbacks favoring the left-hand side behind the quarterback Griffin Ray. The tailback Jackson Patterson behind both of them. He follows them forward, taken down right at the spot necessary for the for the touchdown. And they're going to signal him just short by the littlest bit. He got a hair closer. He's in that end zone. The nose of the football is sniffing the goal line right now.
So what do you do on this play? Go back to our running back, let him take it about 5 yards deep and then go in, or do you keep it as a quarterback?
Ooh, I don't know. The QB sneak is always an interesting call because you can kind of do that Tom Brady lunge for that extra little bit, or just keep it low and follow your blockers. But Jackson Patterson got you right up to this point with these 2 runs so far. They will try the QB sneak. They go A-gap on the left-hand side. Griffin Ray into the end zone for 6. First score of the game goes for the Hillsboro Hawks with 8:25 to go in the second quarter. It is 6-0.
And that makes the North County crowd a little quiet right now because the Hillsboro Hawks on the thinks of a big play and a missed fumble by North County. They are in the end zone first and have a chance to go up by 7.
Nick Marchetti on for the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:25 to go, second quarter. Now 7-0 Hillsboro as they draw first blood. North County getting the ball back when we return after this on AM 1240 KFMO.
Complete Vision Care in Ludington and Festus, proudly serving the Parkland's eye care needs since 1966. We would like to thank you for voting Complete Vision Care as the best eye doctor of the Parkland 4 years in a row. Complete Vision Care in Ludington and Festus, the ideal choice.
Why is Culver such a treat for so many families? Here's a hint. This treat is thick and creamy, and everyone can get it any way they like. Our fresh, frozen custard. We craft it in small batches throughout the day to make our guests stay. Shakes,
Hillsboro
cones,
Hawks
sundaes,
getting ready to
concrete
kick it
mixers,
away.
Flavor of the day. Oh, and the toppings.
Who says you can't play?
And the kick is a low end-over-end kick. Touched by one of the first-level players for the North County Raiders. Does Hillsboro got it? No. North County falls on it. Lucky break for the Raiders. It bounced off the chest of Andrew Civey, and that was a live ball anyone could have picked up. It was essentially an onside kick there.
Yeah, it looked like that the Raiders were a little confused on the onside kick, a little bit caught unaware. But luckily for North County, they jumped on the ball, and they've got pretty decent field position at the 45 right now, their own 45. But they're going to have to take advantage of that and also cut down on the penalties, which we've seen from North County tonight, including a couple on that last drive, which really, really hurt.
First down and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line for the Raiders, wearing their blue uniforms, blue tops and bottoms with a yellow stripe going down the side. White letters and numbers with a yellow trim as well. Handoff right up the middle. Go the Raiders for a short gain on the play of just about 3 yards for Job Smith with some hard running. Job Smith has impressed me since he came up late in his freshman year, but something new I saw from him in week one I hadn't seen up until this point in his career is the strength that he has. Since his freshman year, he's been one of the quickest players on the field. Last year, he became one of the fastest as well. He's maintained that athleticism, but with his now 180-pound frame, he is a lot stronger than he was last season. And that makes him an even more lethal weapon for the North County Raiders offense. I formation. They'll play fake it to Job Smith. Nolan Reed rolling to his left. Now he'll roll back right to evade the sack. A jump pass to the left-hand side in traffic, and it's over everyone's head incomplete.
I think he was trying to find a spot where he could throw it and not, get called for grounding and also not get picked off. And he kind of let it air out a little bit too much. Two Hillsboro defenders were over there, one receiver for the Raiders, and it falls harmlessly at about the 40-yard line of the Hillsboro Hawks.
Third down, 7 yards to go for the first for the North County Raiders after the incomplete pass from Nolan Reed, his first incompletion of the game.
You were talking about Job Smith, and I was talking to a friend of mine not too long ago, and he said, watch out for Job this year. And this was before the season. He said he has really worked out. He is a lot bigger and a lot quicker. He's going to have a heck of a season. So far, he's right.
Trips right, split left. Shotgun set for Nolan Reed. He's got a fullback next to him. I believe that's Clayton Chandler. Play fake. Straight back drop for Nolan Reed. He fires it down the field. Jump ball, and is that pulled in? North County say they has it, but the officials say they do not. Incomplete. Trying to claim he got it on that jump ball. I think that was Isaac Easter. Or is that Job Smith again?
Well, he was holding it up in the air at one official, but the back official at about the 20-yard line apparently saw something a lot of folks didn't, and he called it an incomplete pass. So now North County sends out their punt team. They need to pin Hillsboro back and keep them back there after this punt and then get better field position maybe next time to start another drive if they can.
Cruz Valencia back deep to return for the Hillsboro Hawks. Nolan Reed to punt it away. Ball right dead center of the N of the NC logo at midfield, and the punt is away for Nolan Reed. It's a booming one up the right sideline. Takes a friendly North County hop out of bounds. This is really going to pin those Hillsboro Hawks back deep in their own zone to start this drive. It'll begin at the 5-yard line. How about that coffin corner kick from Nolan Reed?
Does everything on offense, and also he does some great things on defense. And now he's punting the ball perfectly down the right side, out of bounds at the 5. They're going to move it up, I think, about it looks like they're going to move it out to about the 8.5, somewhere in that area. But still, a nice kick to pin Hillsboro back just a bit. And North County's defense needs to keep them there and get the ball back for some better field position.
So they do respot the ball at the 9-yard line, left side hash. That's where the drive will begin for the Hillsboro Hawks. Their last one gave them 7 points on a QB sneak up the middle by the quarterback, Griffin Ray. That was after a 41-yard pitch and catch to Austin Romaine, where the ball was taken away. And now we've got an official's timeout for the Heat. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. When we return, the drive will begin for the Hillsboro Hawks. They lead 7-0 with 7:19 to go in the second quarter on AM 1240 KFMO. The score 7-0, 7:19 to go. Quarter number 2. Hillsboro Hawks with the ball once again. Nice job against this Hillsboro Hawks offense, considering how talented they are, especially in the running game.
Yeah, they have. And that one big play almost turned into a big defensive play as well. That may be the play of the game so far. The opportunity there to recover a fumble on that big play, but they couldn't have it.
Tight end right, motion from the H-back left side, fake it to him on a jet sweep, and here we go, off to the races. The Hillsboro Hawks across midfield at the 40, one man to beat at the 30, and tripped up and a touchdown-saving tackle for the North County Raiders. Austin Romaine with the long run from his own 9-yard line across midfield with a huge gain on the play. He takes it to the opposing 24.
Yeah, that's not what North County needed to do, and Austin Romaine has shown his speed a couple of times here tonight on that big, long pass play and also on that running play. And what a great tackle there down at the 30-yard line, or it looks like the 24-yard line by the North County Raiders to keep that from going into the end zone.
A run of 67 yards by my math to put the Hillsboro Hawks in some good field position. Whistle's blown. We got a timeout taken. Timeout taken by the the North County Raiders, rather. We'll take a timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agents Mike and Ashley Sansgraw. The score, 7-0. Hillsboro Hawks on top of the North County Raiders with 6:41 to go in the second quarter on AM 1240 KFMO. .641 to go, quarter number 2. Hillsboro Hawks leading the North County Raiders and threatening once again. They are within 24 yards of extending this to a 2-score game. That's where they've got the ball right now. First down and 10 on the North County Raiders' 24-yard line, courtesy of a 67-yard run from Austin Romaine.
You know, the last couple of games we've done, not only the North County game, but Fredericktown, Potosi, I've had a number of lines on my score sheet here. Tonight, not very many at all.
Going to be a handoff on an end around to the fullback. I believe that's Austin Romaine with the carry. Now it's Tyler Watson instead from the slot receiver position. Short gain of 3 on the play.
And my point with that is basically we've seen a lot of scoring. We've seen a lot of special team scoring. We've seen defense. We've seen a lot of things that I've had to keep track of during a game. In this one, it's been get the ball, use it, go as far as you can with it, punt it, or score or whatever. It's not much on the way of offensive points put up on the board yet.
And like I mentioned during pregame, this is usually a pretty offensive-heavy game between these two teams. Flag comes flying in on a goal line fade, trying to connect with Blake Larson. It falls incomplete. Dane McCoy, the corner in coverage. I think this is going to be pass interference against him simply because he didn't get his head around.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing. He just ran into the receiver down there in the corner. The ball probably could have been caught. It'd have been a nice catch anyway, but still, I think what he did is he didn't turn around, and the official threw the flag right away, and you heard the groan from the North County crowd.
Pass interference defense. Dane McCoy gets flagged there. That will give the Hillsboro Hawks a fresh set of downs. Not spotted the foul, so it won't put it all the way at the 1 yard line here in high school football. Instead, they respot it at the 11. 5:57 to go, second quarter. Hillsboro Hawks in the red zone. They're threatening, and once again. First down and 10 as the clock winds. I formation, a power I, in fact, behind the quarterback, Griffin Ray. Does have a receiver out left. Hands it off to the fullback, Austin Romaine. Fights forward for a gain of 4. Second down and 6 yards to go for the first. They still can pick up the first down without getting into the end zone if they can get it to the 1 yard line.
And the good thing here for Hillsboro, like you said, is they can pick up that first down. But also, they don't have to be in a hurry. They have a 7-0 lead, so they can take as much time as they want and try to leave North County with a little time here in this first half to try to mount a comeback.
That allows them to hang on to their timeouts as well. They've got 3. North County has spent 1 so far. Twins left. H back to that side as well for the Hillsboro Hawks. They'll motion that guy to the right. Handoff in the backfield. Patterson breaks 1 tackle. That's Romaine. Hurdles the defender into the end zone for the touchdown. 13-0. The Hillsboro Hawks offense in the second quarter showing some life as they extend this lead over the North County Raiders.
Well, that hole opened up big time right there. He was headed around the left side. I thought he was going to actually go even further to the left, but then that hole just opened up, and he ran right through it. I always heard people say you could run a Mack truck through a hole like that. Well, you could run a Mack truck through any hole. I mean, because nobody's going to get in front of it and block it. But that was big enough for a Mack truck to go through.
I think the difference is the Mack truck's not going to get dinged up.
Exactly.
In that case. Nick Marchetti on to kick, a soccer player for the Hillsboro Hawks. They wanted him on the team last year, but because of COVID, the soccer team took a pass on it. Both teams kind of agreed they didn't want to potentially expose each other. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Just like that, 14-0. Hillsboro Hawks out in front of the North County Raiders. 5:01 to play in the opening half. North County getting the ball when we return on AM 1240 KFMO. .501 to go, opening half. North County Raiders getting the ball following this kickoff from Marchetti of the Hillsboro Hawks. Whistle's blown, flag comes in. I think they got the Hawks for offsides.
Well, we've seen a number of penalties here tonight, or so we thought. We'll see if they pull this one back. But we have seen a number of penalties on both sides. It has seemed to hurt North County more than it has Hillsboro at this point. But right now, North County needs to regroup on offense and defense. You know, they're not by any stretch of the imagination out of this game. With that offense, they can strike quick. They can get right back into this really quickly. And they're going to have to play some better defense on this Hillsboro Hawks as well.
5:01 to go still. They'll redo the kick, this time from the 35-yard line. Marchetti approaches, and it's a low squib kick that's snatched out of the air by one of the upmen for the North County Raiders. That's dangerous for both sides. He's got it clean, so the danger is averted for North County. But now for Hillsboro, you got to get to him quickly before he takes it down the field. He takes it right to the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the North County Raiders, but I think Coach Jones would rather you just go down if you get that ball there and not risk potentially coughing it up.
Yeah, that time it looked like it went to a maybe a younger running back or something like that, and he thought he could possibly bust through that line and take off. And pretty much all he did was run about 7 yards towards the other sideline and only picked up maybe a yard. They're going to spot it at the 49 of Hillsboro, so good field position for North County.
That was Colton Boylan, the backup running back for the North County Raiders, who will get some action. He's got 13 carries on the year for 53 yards. Reed rolls to his right. Pressure coming from behind. He'll tuck and run, lowers his shoulder, and picks up some good yardage on the QB keeper, picking up about 6. 2nd and 4 upcoming.
Boy, that Hillsboro Hawks defense, is really hitting hard tonight. You've seen Reed a couple of times. You've seen just a couple of these guys like Job Smith getting hit hard. I mean, they're picking up yards, but they're paying the price for it.
2nd down, 4 yards to go for the first. North County working no huddle as they're getting aligned, checking the play off their wristbands. Job Smith lines up in the slot to the right. There's no receiver on that outside, and there's 4 wide receivers split out left. They'll send Smith in motion that way, hand it off to him on a jet sweep. Smith with some downhill room now. He takes it across the sticks necessary for the first, a few extra before he gets upended and taken down at the 32.
And that time, Job Smith, I thought was going to go down around the 34, or actually about the 35, and I look up and he's still motoring, and he picked up the extra yardage. First down for North County, and now a timeout on the field.
See which side takes the timeout. The Hillsboro Hawks do. They burn their first of 3 timeouts. 4:05 left to play, opening quarter. Timeout brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agents Mike and Ashley Sansagraw. Contact them today for a free quote. .05 to go. Quarter number 2. North County Raiders searching for their first points of the game, and they've got a golden opportunity here. Ball on the enemy 32-yard line, first down and 10. And a player for the North County Raiders flinched, but no flag comes in. Man, now North County is getting a break here. A couple of these calls went against them early in this game. Some were picked up, not all to the fans' liking. There's a big break there for North County. And now whistle's blown, and it's the Raiders who will take a timeout as they seem to be confused on offense.
I think what happened after that, I mean, you saw him flinch, and then he just stared at the ground, and everybody dropped their shoulders and looked around and went, there's no flag. And by that time, another 6 or 7 seconds had rolled off the game clock, or actually the clock. So they said, you know what, we're running out of time. Timeout. We need to talk about this.
Upcoming broadcast schedule brought to you by the Bullpen Sports Bar and Grill, now open in Leadington, the area's newest hangout for sports fanatics and families of all kinds to eat great food and have fun. Visit the Bullpen Sports Grill at 1500 East Main Street in Leadington. Upcoming broadcast schedule on Monday, volleyball, Kingston at St. Paul. Pregame begins at 6:30. Friday night football next week, Central at Potosi. That's got a 6:30 pregame and a 7 o'clock kickoff. And Sunday night football. We talked in this game about the offense coming into this game. How about Sunday night football? Chiefs at Ravens. The Chiefs have really had Lamar Jackson's number when they faced off against each other. Primetime kickoff begins at about 7:20 with pregame beginning at 6 o'clock on your home for the Kansas City Chiefs all season long, AM 1240 KFMO. For the full upcoming broadcast schedule, you can go to KFMO.com/sports.
Did you watch that weird Raiders-Ravens game last Sunday night?
Yes, and unfortunately, I watched that weird New York Giants football game, much to my dismay with how it ended.
Last night, yeah.
They're going to send a man in motion. It's going to be an option right-hand side. Nolan Reed going to keep it, lowers his shoulder into the defense, gets stuffed after a gain of 4, maybe 5 on the play.
I was bringing that up because you're talking about Kansas City at Baltimore on Sunday, and I think the Ravens got quite a few injuries in that game, and they're talking about some of their key players, not Tavares Jackson, but some of their key players are out for this coming game on the weekend, so that might play into Kansas City's advantage.
Well, Josh Jacobs was just ruled out, so he's someone that won't be available for the Raiders. Diamond formation to the right, same way they started the game. Quick hit, Job Smith follows his blockers, gets spilled out of bounds after a short gain on the play. He picked up about 3. It's a 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for the first.
Raiders are moving the ball right now, and that's what they need. 3:24. Clock is stopped with the ball out of bounds there. They need to pick up some points here, and I know they want 7, not 3, so they're going to do their best to get into the end zone at least before halftime.
Going to line up with 4 receivers to the left, 1 out to the right. That lone receiver to the right, Isaac Easter. And it looks like there's cover 0 from the Hillsboro Hawks. That means man-to-man coverage. Reed rolling to his left, finds a guy along the sideline, goes down at the 20 as he stumbled backwards while making the catch. It's Grant Mullins with the reception, his 2nd of the season, but it's enough for the first down with 3:16 to go.
And I thought we were going to see a flag come out on the back judge because he was watching the offensive line of the Raiders, and they were getting tangled up just a bit down there on the line, and I saw him reach back and then put his hand down, so almost a call, but it didn't go.
Flip the formation, 4 receivers to the right now. Easter, Mullins, Smith, and Chandler from the outside to the inside. Whistle's blown. We got a timeout on the field taken by the Hillsboro Hawks. We'll step aside with them. We'll be back in 1 minute. 14-0 the score, 3:05 to go. Opening half on AM 1240 KFMO.
Like a lot of lie, that means a lot of lie. Like dance on back to the parking lot a lot. Like safes and raves on the stuff you crave and waves from the names. Oh, hey.
Wait. So exactly how much is a lot?
Like a lot of bang for a little buck, like a fillet for the price of chop, like a short stack. That's a mile high, or lasagna, pile to the sky. It's a lot.
The opening kick, so Hillsboro will get it for the second half. They trail by 2 scores, 14-0. This is the best opportunity they've had all game so far. 4 receivers right, 1 left, empty set for the quarterback Reed. Rolling to his right, steps up, middle of the pocket, and an incomplete pass way out in front of the intended receiver, Job Smith. I'm not sure if someone ran the wrong route there. Maybe Reed was expecting Job Smith to go further across the field more, and he was kind of settling in the middle bit. Either way, there was a miscommunication somewhere.
Yeah, when you throw a ball right at somebody on defense, you know somebody didn't do their job. So one of the receivers ran the wrong route, or he was expecting something different, and he threw it right in between 2 Hillsboro defenders. But fortunately for the Raiders, it hit the ground.
Clock stops, 3 minutes exactly. Ball far side hash, 20-yard line, 2nd down and 10 for North County. Tegan Keller split out wide on the left-hand side. And 4 receivers to the right once again for the Raiders. QB keeper Nolan Reed fights forward, maybe got a yard if that, as he got swallowed up. Now Hillsboro's trying to say they've got the football. Was Nolan Reed ruled down? The official on the far side and the near side both saying he's down. So it will remain North County football. 3rd down, 9 yards to go for the first. That little run for 1 yard, put the ball on the 19-yard line, got to get to the 10.
Well, if I had to guess, I would say they're accurate in the fact that they did call him down. It looked like to me the ball was coming out, and I couldn't tell because you could just tell by the way he was going after it, or I guess when it came out. But I think his knee was already on the ground when that happened.
3rd and 9 for North County. The quarterback Reed with a running back to his right and to his left. Twins right, split left. Send that slot man on the right-hand side, Tegan Keller, now to the left. Reed drops back to pass. Has time, surveys the field. Now the pressure comes, steps up in the pocket, wrapped up, trying to pull away from it. He dumps it off to Job Smith on the left-hand side. Smith cuts it back up the middle, spins off a defender, falls forward. He's going to be short of the line necessary for the first. But, man, what a play from Nolan Reed. fighting off 3 would-be tacklers in the backfield for what would have been a sack. Now it's 4th and 5, and a decision here for North County. Do you go for the field goal, or do you try to pick up the first down?
Well, it's 4th and 5 at the 15. It would have been 4th and long out at about the 32, but a great job that time by Reed to find that one running back, Job Smith, who was standing right behind the defensive lineman, and just toss it to him, and he darn near broke it loose, and they're going to go for it.
And we've picked on the officials a little bit throughout this first half so far. Credit to them for swallowing their whistle. Let these boys play some football. They motion Job Smith out of the backfield to slot left. Nolan Reed steps up in the pocket, fires down the middle, incomplete. Just out of the reach of Job Smith off his fingertips, and it'll be a turnover on downs with 1:12 left to go. The score remains 14-0 Hillsboro as the Hawks take over with 1 timeout.
Well, last time that Hillsboro was down at this end, we said, well, if you're North County, the best thing you can hope for here is to pin them deep and hold them back here. And on the next play, Patterson, I believe it was, ran it all the way down to the other side of the field and almost took it in for a touchdown. So if you're North County, you can't just look at the clock and say, okay, only 1:12.
Good to keep it sharp and right, so grab a friend and take a bite. You might just find there's a lot to like. Hey, that's a lot.
The free safety as well. 2 players Coach Stone's really excited about this season. Talked about how they were JV guys last year, but knows that they're going to be really good this year. Once they get their feet under them, week 3, you hope that's happened so far at this point. A stretch run on the far side of the field for a gain of about 9, maybe 10. The difference being a first down will get you that extra yard. Now there's some shoving going on after the play. A player for North County just hit the ground. 2 players, in fact, for Hillsboro being helped up by their teammates. I don't think I saw any flags called there, so the officials just let them play, and they'll reset the sticks while they do so for a first down.
Well, both teams are playing some hard-nosed football down there, and you can see the officials talking to both teams and just kind of saying, okay, guys, calm down a little bit. But they're playing some hard-nosed football, going at each other pretty good. And North County a little frustrated that they can't get the ball in the end zone. Had a couple of chances to possibly do that. Hillsboro on the other side has put it in there twice.
Hillsboro, that run for 9 yards from Watson, so the clock is rolling down to 15 seconds to go. They're going to give it on a handoff to Patterson, and Patterson's got some room. Breaks it to the outside. Cooper Kekek trying to chase him down. Can't make the play. One man to beat, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone for the touchdown with 3 seconds left to go. A 76-yard touchdown run from Patterson to extend this lead, and that is a tough break for North County because Hillsboro's going to get the ball to start the second half as well. They're now down by 3 scores.
And you were thinking if you're North County, you could just get out of this half and no more damage and get into the locker room and then come back out and maybe get some momentum on your side. But that is a crusher right there. 76 yards into the end zone with 3 seconds left here in the half.
Especially when you consider the situation as well. Hillsboro was running the ball. They were essentially surrendering to the second half, content to take it into the locker room 14-0. They're going to get an extra 6 into the locker room, and it'll stay that way as the kick no good from Nick Marchetti. 3 seconds left to go until halftime. We'll step aside. Back in a minute. Hillsboro Hawks up 20-0 on AM 1240 KFMO.
Help you plan for retirement. At Belgrade Financial in Deloge, we work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams, and here are some.
Three seconds left to go. Hillsboro will squib kick it to the North County Raiders. It goes off their shin. Did the Hawks jump on it? I think they say they've got it. Horn's going to blow. It's not going to matter either way. That will take us into halftime. The Hillsboro Hawks behind.
If you're looking to buy or sell, give me a call. I'm happy to help.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. And throughout our history, it has never wavered. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services. They offer non-skilled nursing and in-home care services, consumer-directed services, transportation, and adult daycare services. A1 Home Care will tailor the care plan to meet your needs. A1 hires reliable, caring, and trustworthy individuals to perform the care you need and deserve. A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services.
Go Raiders!
I call dibs on recording this. I love it. Wait. Where's the thing? Are you meaning to tell me that you told me to bring it over here and charge it, and you didn't have a charging cable?
Okay,
ready?
he said take it to the middle. Where the charging?
Look after the camera. I'll go get it.
Okay. Oh my God! Don't get lost.
It's impossible to underestimate the
I joined at the right time. Take your seat, Trevor. What was it like up there when you came back down?
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the 2021 Raider Regiment. Tonight, the Raider Regiment will perform the selections from their show entitled Trying to Forget 2020. Sections include Bye 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 by NSYNC and Bang Bang by Green Day. The Raider Regiment is being led onto the field by drum makers Kim Gerhardt, Amethyst Messer Price, and Brooke Bennett. Drum makers, is your band ready?
I'm not gonna take a seat. I have too many responsibilities. Yeah, that's right. That's a big word for you, isn't it, buddy? Isn't it? That's a big word for you. Like buddy, some pal friend,
Listen here.
Stop calling me champ, dude.
You started.
I did, and I hate it.
You must. That's right, crying child.
That's right, champ.
instruction of Taylor Chilton and Ashley Chilton. Once again, let's hear it for the Raider Regiment. Individual fundraisers are going on, and butter braids are coming soon. Keep an eye out for how you can help your favorite Raiderette and her candidates become this year's Prince and Princess. Sponsorship opportunities are now available to help the Raiderettes compete at Nationals in March. The team is excited and ready to defend their national title. Contact any Raiderette family or coach to help support the team. Tonight's routine was learned this summer at NDA Elite Camp by the team's seniors and then prepared for the team. The Raiderettes are coached by Ashley Douglas, assisted by Leslie McLean. Ladies, your music is on.
Like a lot. That means a lot. Like dance on back to the parking lot. Like saves and raves on the stuff you crave and waves from the names. Oh, hey.
Wait. So exactly how much is a lot?
Like a lot of bang for a little buck, like a fillet for the price of chop, like a short stack that's a mile high, or lasagna piled to the sky. It's a lot of something that'll make you smile, and a lot of good to keep you shopping right. So grab a friend and take a bite. You might just find there's a lot to like. Hey, that's a lot.
Hi, I'm Julie Pratt, and I would love to help you plan for retirement. At Belgrade Financial in Deloge, we work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams, and here are some of my listings. If you're looking to buy or sell, give me a call. I'm happy to help.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. And throughout our history, it has never wavered. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services. They offer non-skilled nursing and in-home care services, consumer-directed services, transportation, and adult daycare services. A1 Home Care will tailor the care plan to meet your needs. A1 hires reliable, caring, and trustworthy individuals to perform the care you need and deserve. A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services.
Go Raiders!
Enigma.
I'm Rob Baker, and this is my academy. Baker's Academy of Martial Arts has a rich martial arts history and continues the legacy of many great masters. Baker's Academy offers fun, safe, and challenging classes for adults and children. Call 218-9596 and see us on the web at bakersacademy.net.
Get a 26-0 ball game.
And that was too easy for Hillsboro. I mean, one play was 13 yards, the next one 46, and 7 more points possible on the board here. They may go for 2 after missing the extra point last time, but that was way too easy. That North County defense, Hillsboro has found a hole, and they're exploiting it until North County closes it up.
I mean, this is a game that the run defense started off pretty good for North County. They had Hillsboro going backwards on the first few plays, but it progressively got better. Saw 2 runs break for 8 yards, 1 for 9 yards, and now we've got runs of 67, 76, and 42. Those last 2 for touchdowns. Handoff, Jackson Patterson takes it into the end zone, and he's got the extra 2. The score, 28-0, 11-12 to go, third quarter. North County searching for points for themselves on offense. We'll get the ball back when we return in 60 seconds on AM 1240 KFMO. Some good spots. Nick Marchetti, the team's kicker, doing a really nice job today. Play fake by the quarterback Griffin Ray. Steps up in the pocket, heaves it downfield. He's got his intended target on the play. Tyler Watson taking up the sideline and into the end zone for another touchdown. A 35-yard pitch and catch on one play extends this lead even further. It's now 34-0.
And I think the word stunned is an overstatement here. This crowd just can't believe what they're seeing here tonight. Hillsboro came out in this second half up 21-0. I asked Coach Saharsky, I said, what are you going to do? Because you know this team's going to adjust. He said, we're just going to keep the pedal to the metal because we know that they're a good enough team they can get back into this game quickly. And on their first 3 plays of the second half, 14 more points and a possibility of a running clock coming up here.
Point after coming momentarily from Marchetti. Marchetti on the game so far, 2 of 3. Get a chance to push it to a 35-point lead here. Snap down, kick up, kick is good. 35-0. Hillsboro Hawks. North County, if they can receive the kick, will get the ball when we return after this. 10:59 to go, third quarter, 1-minute break on AM 1240 KFMO. The kickoff, another short one, and North County's got it this time. It's Boylan as he works it across midfield to the opposing 48-yard line. I think the last two that have worked for Hillsboro that they picked up, I'm pretty sure they got that one before half when the clocks were at 0. And the one to start the second half, both on that far side of the field, it seems like they have more success kicking it to that side with these little pseudo squib / onside kick attempts.
Yeah, and I think Brian Jones is probably just looking at his special teams saying, guys, just get on the ball. Don't try to do anything fancy. Don't be non-aggressive. Go after the ball. Get on top of it. Give us a shot on offense so we don't have to constantly throw our defense out there, because that defense has to be getting tired. Some of those guys are two-way players, some of them just one way, but still they have got to be exhausted so far with the clock running at 10:38.
The North County Raiders down by 35. Will get the ball to start the second half for the first time. Twins left, running back, receiver right. Keeper Nolan Reed fights forward for just a gain of 1 on the play as he got wrapped up from behind. Second down, 9 yards to go coming up.
Well, if the North County Raiders are going to get back into it, if they're going to get the clock stopped, they're going to have to get on the board first, and then they're going to have to get some special teams, some defense. They're going to have to do a lot of things just to get a chance to get back into this ball game. Hillsboro, on the other hand, well, I'm not going to say they're going to lay back and relax, but they're going to go out there and take all the time they need.
And once they get back out on offense, here's the problem for North County. You not only need to stop the run to force a turnover on downs, you need to do it to not allow Hillsboro to keep burning this clock. There is still plenty of time left in this game. There's under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, but North County needs to start making things happen fast here. Pass way too high. Intended receiver, Grant Mullins, was in the area. I don't necessarily hate that throw from Nolan Reed. He put it where only Grant Mullins could get to it and didn't give the defender a chance to make a play on the ball.
Well, Nolan
bring
Reed's
up third down and 9.
He's running for his life tonight all over the place. Every time he drops back to throw a pass, he's got some defender in his back pocket or right in front of him. A couple of times I think he's dropped back to throw a pass and he's had to tuck it in and take off. And then when he does that, you've got defense all around him again. So Nolan Reed has had a hard time tonight simply because the pressure has been immense.
North County getting the play from the sideline, working no huddle. Trips right, split left. It's a close split for the receiver on that far side. Nolan Reed under pressure, steps up in the pocket, eludes a sack. Now he'll get wrapped up and smacked to the turf by a pair of Hillsboro Hawks. Nolan Reed might have gotten to the line of scrimmage there, was initially wrapped up by Tyler Watson, who came on a blitz from the second level. Austin Romaine also in there on the stop, and I think Jordan Jarvis got in at the end as well. It's actually a gain of 1 on the play, so it's not going to be a sack, but oh no, now they do spot it as no gain on the play, so correction there. But it's going to bring up 4th down and 9, and it looks like North County down by 35 with 8:24 to go is going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to try to get something done here real quick because they don't have time to try to get the ball back from Hillsboro, who's going to take all the time in the world.
4 receivers left. Tight end Jackson Reed lined up tight end to the right. Hillsboro showing blitz. Reed looking to the left. Now taking his time. He's got it. He takes a shot down the middle of the field over the head of Mullins and intercepted. It's going the other way. Picked off by Cruz Valencia, the corner on that side. Now he's got some room on the far side of the field as he cuts it back across. Cruz Valencia all the way to the touchdown. This has not been the ideal second half for the North County Raiders, as it's now a 41-0 game. A big touchdown interception return.
67 yards after the interception. And quite frankly, the Raiders had ample opportunity to bring him down at the sidelines. Just didn't wrap him up, and he just kept on trucking. Finally worked it out to the right side, got all of the other side of the field, and he was long gone. And I think this game is long gone for the North County Raiders.
7:41 to go. It's a 41-0 ball game. It's been all Hillsboro Hawks since about midway through the first quarter. Keep in mind, this game was back and forth quite a bit early on, with both sides trading punts and a turnover on downs as well. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 42-0. It's been all Hillsboro Hawks, so much so in this second half as well. North County, Hillsboro will kick it to them when we return after this on AM 1240 KFMO. This game was 20-0 at halftime, and with 3 seconds left in the half, as the ball is still loose on the turf on the kickoff, who's going to jump on it? It's a pile-up. Hillsboro says they've got it. Let's see what the officials signal. Players on both shades of blue fighting for the ball on the turf right now, and Hillsboro, based on the celebration and now the official signal, they've got it.
Well, here's been your North County possessions in this second half. Turnover on a kickoff. Then you got about a 3-minute drive that started on Hillsboro's 47. It was intercepted and ran back into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a turnover on the kickoff. That's been North County's offensive possessions here in this second half. And you know Brian Jones has got to be fuming on that sideline, not only because his team is losing, but because you can kind of see it on their faces. When that ball's kicked, it's almost as if they just kind of go after it. They don't get it, and they just kind of hang their heads again, and that's something I'm sure he's really going to let them have it about right now.
A heat timeout taken by the officials. We'll step aside with them. 6:54 to go. Hillsboro recovering another onside kick. They're up.
Like a lot, that means a lot. Like dance on back to the parking lot. Like saves and raves on the stuff you crave and waste from the names. Oh, hey.
Wait. So exactly how much is a lot?
Like a lot of bang for a little buck, like a fillet for the price of chop, like a short stack that's a mile high. Or lasagna, pile to the sky. It's a lot of something that'll make you smile and a lot of good to keep you shopping right. So grab a friend and take a bite. You might just find there's a lot to like. Hey, that's a lot.
In the process, now a flag comes in. The flag is going to be against Joe Ortman, I believe, for roughing the passer, as Griffin Ray a little slow to get up. Hopping on just his left leg right now. Seemed to have hurt his right leg on that play. Not going to the sideline, so he says he's all right. Now he'll hobble off to the sideline. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do anything with his leg like that. A.J. Heisel getting ready to come in, the backup quarterback for the Hillsboro Hawks.
Well, I saw the pass go downfield, and I saw it was deflected. I followed it, but did not follow the defensive lineman that put him down on the ground. But he got about, maybe 3 yards from the sideline and stopped walking, and they carried him the rest of the way off the field. Let's hope that's just maybe just a little precaution there. Maybe he'll get back on his feet pretty quick.
So the sophomore Heisel checks into the game with twins to the left and to the right. He'll work in the shotgun. It's a direct snap to Austin Romaine, and he fights forward for a gain of 5 on the play.
I think the North County defensive coordinator, the North County defense, I think the whole North County team, even the fans, are going to have nightmares tonight about Romaine and Patterson all night long, because it seems like every time they touch the ball, they're breaking something long. And it's been a difficult process for the North County Raiders this second half, especially to try to stop them.
Patterson, 145 yards, 2 scores. Romaine, 90 yards. He's got a score himself, including a run of 67 yards that did not go for a touchdown. Romaine also has a reception good for 2 yards as well on the game. And now we got whistles blown and a timeout taken. We'll step aside as well. 5:35 to play, 42-0. North County taking a timeout on AM 1240 KFMO.
We work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams.
Hillsboro Hawks will break huddle with two receivers on either side. Shotgun set. And looks like that's Griffin Ray that's back out there at quarterback for the Hillsboro Hawks. So good news for Hillsboro, but not there. Botch snap too low for Griffin Ray. He dives on it, but he's going to lose about 9 yards on that play and took a shot while on the ground as well. Not a fun way to get reintroduced back into the game after you just limped off the field, Glenn.
No, not at all. He came back out on the field, and that one play that snapped just wasn't quite where he thought it was going to be, and he had to go back and jump on top of it. And North County defender was right there with him, tried to sneak his hands up underneath Ray and see if he could take the ball away from him, but Ray did a good job of covering.
4th and 19. It'll be a punt upcoming for the Hillsboro Hawks. Clock rolls under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. And now we've got whistles blown, and I think Hillsboro didn't have enough players on the field. And now it's the Hawks taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by our friends over at Missouri Farm Bureau. Agents Mike and Ashley Santagraw, located on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington and North State Street in Deloge. 42-0 Hillsboro, 4:47 to play. Third quarter on AM 1240 KFMO.
If you're looking to buy or sell, give me a call. I'm happy to help.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. And throughout our history, it has never wavered. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
And Job Smith with a nice approach gets it at the 17, and they're going to say his knee was down when he caught it. Fans not happy with that call. I don't know. I mean, the official's closer than we are, but I don't think that right leg for Job was down.
You know, I think this whole ball game has been indecisive. The North County Raiders have been indecisive on special teams, indecisive at times on defense, and I think a few times we've got the officials being indecisive. Not sure if they really want to call a penalty here or not. They talk it over, pull the flag up. That time, I'm not so sure he was being very aggressive about that call either. Kind of like threw his arms up in the air and then waved him and said, yeah, he's down.
And we've seen some weird calls all game long from these officials. You go all the way back to after the opening drive in the first quarter. There was that no call on the fair catch that they then did call, and it's just been an odd game for the officials as well. 42-0 your score. Clock runs, 3:45 to go, and the North County Raiders will break huddle with two receivers right, one left, two backs in the backfield with their quarterback, the senior Nolan Reed. He's got one in his left pocket, one in his right hip pocket. He'll elude a tackle on the QB keeper in the backfield, have to try to elude five more. Number 3, 4, and 5 finally do get to him and drive him backwards. All that effort, he just barely got past the line of scrimmage.
Got some odd scores going on, not odd, but a lot of scoring going on around the area tonight. Not only here, but also Central, putting 63 on Cuba in the first half. That is the 14th most points in Misha history, the most points ever, 86 in one half.
Whew.
And that wouldn't surprise me if Valley Catholic had something to do with that one.
Trips left, receiver right. Nolan Reed rolls to that trip side. Now he's going to fire a quick hitter on the outside. Grant Mullins has it up the sideline and gets wrapped up and taken down after a gain of 15 on the play.
And some hand clapping from the North County faithful here. A positive yardage on a pass play and a nice job by the Raiders on that particular play, but they need a lot more of those as they pick up their first down in a long time.
First down and 10. I mean, this is the first real drive that they've had. They had one other drive throughout this half so far. It ended in a pick six. This half has been very much in favor of the Hillsboro Hawks, something you wouldn't expect considering the talent on both these teams. Trips right, receiver left. Nolan Reed flips the running back from his left to his right. He'll roll to that right-hand side. Now he'll tuck and run, cut it back inside. They're trying to rip the ball away from him as a flag comes flying in. Penalty marker is down. And I think they're going to get a face mask on the defense here. So that'll be a break in favor of North County.
You know, I was looking at the score sheet here. At 1:12 left to go in the first half. It was a 14-0 game, Hillsboro on top. And I said North County is going to try their best to see if they can't pinch Hillsboro and stop them here with 1:12 left and see if they can go into the locker room and get some momentum back in that second half.
I mean, it was even closer than that. When they snapped that final play, that long touchdown run as they'll respot the ball following the face mask before Jackson Patterson's 76-yard touchdown, there was 15 seconds left until halftime.
Yeah, and at 1:12, basically, that's when that drive started. 3 plays later is when Patterson broke it.
Twins to either side. Reed, a quick hit right up the middle. His running back, Clayton Chandler, for a short gain of 2 on the play, maybe 3, depending on the spot.
And since then, North County has not, and the reason I bring up that 1:12 mark, because right before that, North County had 4 first downs on the drive, but actually turned the ball over on downs in Hillsboro territory down at the 15. And then Hillsboro scored again after the kickoff, and then got a turnover, scored again. North County got the ball, got a pick 6, and then another turnover and a kickoff. And it's anything but funny for the Raider faithful, down 42-0.
Trips left, Twins right, and trying to connect on that same play with the formation flip to Clayton Chandler. Pass was a little offline, not sure if one of the defensive linemen got a tip on it, and that's what forced it to be incomplete. Either way, 3rd down, 7 yards to go for the first for North County. They're on the enemy 46. Got to get to the 39.
Going to have to hurry if they're going to get this play in before the end of the half, or the end of the third quarter.
Right now, 8 seconds left on the clock. North County lining up like they're going to try to squeeze it in. 3 seconds to go. 2-1-0. That will do it. So through 3 quarters of play, the score 42-0. Hillsboro Hawks over the North County Raiders. Back in 60 seconds on AM 1240 KFMO. To nothing your score. Hillsboro Hawks out in front of the North County Raiders as the Raiders will now attack right to left on your radio dial for the 4th quarter.
Our own Greg Tadich tells me that it was Lincoln College Prep that scored 86 on November 2nd of 1985 in the first half. They're playing. They played the team that Windsor will play tomorrow, which is northeast of Kansas City.
Trips left, Twins right. They'll motion the inside receiver, Clayton Chandler, from left to right. Reed with pressure on his backside will now run to his right, and he's got enough for the first down, just ever so much. Picked up the 7 he needed on that play.
Great job by Reed that time, and I've never seen somebody get flipped in the air, come down on top of somebody, and actually do more damage than the defender. He was, he plowed right into that defender after doing about a 360 in midair there.
Well, I mentioned it last time when we were seeing this North County Raiders team back in week 1. Nolan Reed is not the size of your typical high school quarterback. In fact, he's only a few pounds shy of Alex Smith, the former Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, to put it in perspective. He's a big kid, and he runs like it as well. Motion from slot right to the opposite side. Toss towards us. Job Smith trying to get the edge. He will as he cuts it back upfield along the sideline, gets spun out of bounds after a gain on the play of about 6, maybe 7.
And I could almost hear the Hillsboro crowd over there take a deep breath as Patterson hit the ground in an awkward way and he laid there for about 3 seconds, and you can almost see them gasp, but he jumps back up, and he's back out on the field. So good thing for the Hillsboro Hawks.
North County mulling around. They'll have 2 receivers to the left and 1 split out wide to the right, and it looks like it'll be an I formation when they get set behind the quarterback Reed. Looks like Ryan Hodges checked in as the fullback as well. Tegan Keller, motion from slot left to slot right. Job Smith wrapped up in the backfield, taken down, might have gotten a yard out of it as he tries to salvage that play. He does. 3rd and short upcoming.
Well, everything that's happened tonight to North County is happening on the offensive line. That defense has been in the backfield all night. It's not allowed Job Smith to get going. Nolan Reed can't get going, and when he wants to throw, he can't get the pass protection he needs. So a lot of credit has to go to that Hillsboro defensive line. We've talked about North County's defensive line over and over and all the great guys they've got there. This Hillsboro line is awesome.
Yeah, this Hillsboro front, very good and experienced as well, bringing 6 guys that started back from last year. They had to kind of mix and match with their offensive line throughout the season as that pitch and catch good to Tegan Keller, enough for the first down. Gain of 4 on the play on the quick out route. But they had to mix up their offensive line quite a lot in the beginning of last year with players coming in and out of quarantine. They didn't really get into the offensive line they had throughout the entire season until about week 5 or 6 last year. But because of that, 6 guys on this Hillsboro Hawks offensive and defensive line that started last year are back again this year, or started at least a game. Nolan Reed steps up in the pocket as it collapses on him, reaches forward, and he turns it into a gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down, 5 yards to go upcoming.
That's pure Nolan Reed right there. He got about 3 yards out of that, and he just twisted and turned and reached out with his right arm and got those extra 2 yards in there. And, like I said, he's not protecting the football the way he can, but right now I think he's doing anything that he possibly can to try to get the Raiders on the board.
And he was wrapped up and extended the ball forward at the end of that play to try to get an extra yard. And that's risky because if you don't actually go down right after doing that, the ball is free. Someone can take it off on a handoff pretty much. Twins right, receiver left. Ball on the left hash mark for the quarterback Reed as he's working right to left on your radio dial. 8:24 to go. Handoff to the fullback, Clayton Chandler. Now the ball comes loose. Nolan Reed is going to scoop it up, and he'll hang on to it as North County holds on to the ball, but a flag comes in late from the official on the far side. I got to imagine this is going to go against Hillsboro. I'm not sure what else it could be.
I'm not sure either. I know that we were both kind of faked out on where that ball went to because it looked like Chandler had it, and then all of a sudden off to the right side you see Nolan Reed going that way, and the ball just comes out, and he jumps on top of it. Maybe a late hit, maybe a roughing the passer.
It's a personal foul against Hillsboro, so a late hit is the only thing it can be. The officials must have ruled that Nolan Reed, when he did fall on top of that ball, was down and surrendered himself. Someone for Hillsboro came in late.
Now that's the call now. They may pick it up.
We'll see.
Move it back.
Like I said before, there's a flag on the play. But is there, though? 8:10 to go, fourth quarter. 42-0 in favor of the Hillsboro Hawks on KFMO Park Hills. Motion from slot left to or right to left, rather. Nolan Reed steps up in the pocket. He'll take off and run. Lowers his shoulder into one defender and gets planted on about the 3-yard line. Nice run, picking up about 11 yards, maybe 12 on the QB keeper.
You know, when this game started tonight, I thought, I hope Nolan Reed has a great game because Mom is sitting right in front of us. And on that last hit, I think she turned about 3 shades of blue because she loves her baby. And he got hit pretty doggone hard and high, but it's 1st and goal at the 2.
He took quite a hit there, but Nolan Reed, a tough kid, he gets right back up. QB keeper, forward goes Reed into the end zone. The North County Raiders are on the board. 42-6 goes the score with 7:21 to play in the fourth quarter.
Well, Nolan Reed got it into the end zone for the North County Raiders. This is not what you had expected out of this game, that they would score their first touchdown with 7:21 to go. But North County needs to make this look a little bit better, at least cosmetically, and try to get some momentum out of this if they possibly can.
Hang on. Some players for the Hillsboro Hawks are pointing the other way. I don't know if there's a flag out there. This may not quite be a touchdown yet. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard. And, man, these fans, we're on the North County Raiders side for this broadcast. Okay, they're lining it up for the point after. I'm not sure what Hillsboro was pointing at, but now they do finally signal touchdown, the officials. If they didn't call that a touchdown, I don't know what they would have called. Nolan Reed was clearly in the end zone. There was not a single doubt about it. It's not even like he fell right at the goal line and, oh, did he get in? He fell into the end zone. He had the ball. It's not like it was coming out either. There would have been no reason to not call that a touchdown right away, but as we said, a weird night for this officiating crew. It continues. The score now 42-6. Clock continues to roll, 7:20 to go with the point after coming from Mullins. And now the whistle's blown right as the ball is snapped.
There's so much confusion going on there. I don't even know if the players know or the officials know what's going on. It's almost as they blow the whistle and look at each other and say, now what? And that's officials included. I'm not sure exactly what's been going on here in the last, say, 2 minutes. But now they're set up again to snap the ball and kick the extra point.
Clock rolls. Snap down. Kick is up, and the kick for Grant Mullins is good. 42-7 your score, under 7 minutes to go. Back after this on AM 1240 KFMO. Hillsboro Hawks out in front of the North County Raiders. So the North County Raiders salvage a touchdown. 42-7 your score with 6:25 to go in quarter number 4. I want to thank a few of our sponsors for sponsoring us throughout this broadcast, including Bullseye Equipment Rental in Bonne Terre, Pettis Automotive in DeSoto, St. Joe Manor in Bonne Terre, Faith Cowboy Church in Deloge, La Pachanga Mexican Restaurant in Bonne Terre, along with Lady Di's Shamrock in Park Hills as the onside kick. This time it's the North County Raiders who fall on top of it, I believe. And it is. The Raiders are going to get the ball back with 5:55 to go. Showing a little late life here, a little late fight in this game. Also want to thank Larry's Automotive in Bonne Terre, Urban Farm Girl in Deloge, the UniTec Career Center located in Bonne Terre, and Bonne Terre Parks Board.
Well, with the clock running all the time right now, 5:38 and counting, North County making their way out on the field. They'd like to get another touchdown in here if they can. Right now, you know, North County's showing a little bit of life, but at the same time, Hillsboro, I think they kind of knew that was coming, and they just could not stop it.
North County, Hillsboro huddled up amongst each other as the clock is stopped. A timeout is taken. This timeout brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agents Mike and Ashley Sansgraw, located on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington and North State Street in Deloge. Contact them today for a free quote on auto, home, business, or life insurance. Upcoming broadcast schedule brought to you by the Bullpen Sports Grill, now open in Leadington on Mondays. We've got volleyball action. Kingston at St. Paul, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock opening serve. Friday night lights next week. This will be a fun one. Potosi, we were talking about this matchup last week, Glenn. Looking forward to it. It's hosting Central. Central's been blowing everyone out of the water this year, but Potosi, especially their quarterback Coleman, looked really good. I think it's going to be a fun matchup. And then Sunday night football upcoming this Sunday night. Kansas City Chiefs at the Baltimore Ravens, 6 o'clock pregame, 7:20 kickoff. Upcoming broadcast schedule brought to you by the Bullpen Sports Grill, the area's newest hangout for sports fanatics and families of all kinds to eat great food and have fun. Visit the Bullpen Sports Grill at 1500 East Main, located in Leadington.
Well, about the only good news of the night so far on the FM side, the Cardinals have a 4-0 lead against San Diego, one of the teams that's chasing them in the wild card right now. And Miles Mikolas apparently pitching a pretty good game so far.
Motion from that diamond formation on the left, Job Smith. Fake handoff to him on the jet sweep. Instead, it goes to a screen back to what was that diamond, now trips bunch formation. Clayton Chandler's got it, takes it forward for a gain of about 5 on the play.
And Jackson Patterson, again, is in on this one. This time, Jackson Patterson, he had one guy basically blocking him, and he did a deke one way and just stepped around him and knocked the receiver out of bounds. Otherwise, that would have picked up about 10 more yards.
At Jackson Patterson, he's a fun player to watch on both sides of the ball, but especially on offense. He accelerates really well. That's where he's impressed me. Again, that diamond formation to the left. Motion from Job Smith. Now they'll give it to him on the jet sweep. Stiff arms the defender, trying to keep it away from him. Now gets turned around, going back the other way. His flags come flying in from every direction. He'll get taken down for a loss of 7 on the play. But hang on, let's see what this flag is.
I think the only Raider over there was actually Job Smith, but they're going to call something here.
He was trying to stiff arm away Kenyon Stout, the outside linebacker for the Hillsboro Hawks, who did a nice job playing contain against Job Smith on that jet sweep and not really letting him get that edge that he wanted. And the flag is going to go against the North County Raiders. It'll back them up even further, as they're going to spot it all the way back on the 39-yard line on the North County side of the field. You got to get to the opposite 38 to pick up a first down.
So that's second down at 23, according to the scoreboard. And, they're going to flag Job Smith, I believe, on that face mask is what happened.
They must have gotten him on a face mask when he was stiff-arming Kenyon Stout.
That's a hard thing not to do on offense. When you're trying to stiff arm somebody, sometimes that hand slides up and you don't want it to, but it does.
Here's how the rule works on that. You're allowed to put your hand on the face mask. You just can't close your fingers and grip the face mask. Quick little pass to Job Smith on a crossing route as he comes from the weak side opposite the way Nolan Reed was rolling, but kind of running parallel with him. It's going to be a pickup of about 11 on the play.
And somewhere there are some AFC East football players that are still suffering neck problems from Franco Harris grabbing the face mask and pushing him downfield about 20 yards.
And it's hard to call unless, like you said, it gets twisted. It's hard for the officials to see. Defense, you get the hand on the face mask, it's going to get called one way or another. But whether or not you grip on offense is a little harder to see. You can sometimes get away with it if there's no twist. It goes through the hands of Tegan Keller, picked off. It is Cruz Valencia with his second interception of the game.
Well, that pass was right where it needed to be. Keller had his hands on it, but he just did not close his hands and catch it. And Valencia, for the second time tonight, has a North County errant pass in his possession. This time he just goes down at the 38-yard line, and Hillsboro will take over on downs with 3:15 left to go in this one. And I got to say, I'm stunned at the outcome of this one because I really felt like this was going to be a game that North County was going to have a hard fight, and I thought that they could win this game, but I don't think I saw this kind of an outcome.
This is the first 3-0 start for the season for the North County Raiders, but I'm shocked as well with the kind of dogfights we've seen between these two teams over the past few years. Even when Hillsboro has a down year, North County has a down year. Hillsboro-North County was always a very entertaining game, as it's a short carry on the play for the Hillsboro Hawks. They give it off to their backup fullback, Peyton Brown, as he gets maybe a yard there.
And I guess the good thing about all of this is it's happening during the regular season. It's happening with North County's fourth game of the year against a team that they probably wouldn't see again the rest of the year. Maybe, maybe not. But at the same time, you get it out of the way. Maybe it teaches them something about themselves, and they move on.
And North County, with the way the schedule falls for them, they've got a good chance to reset and get together again heading into their next matchup. They'll be taking on Agape at home. Meanwhile, the Hillsboro Hawks, their next matchup is at home against Festus. And, man, what a rivalry that is going to be. Festus entering tonight third in Class 4 District 1 behind these two teams, North County and Hillsboro. Clock stops with 2:13 to go. I believe another timeout was taken on the field by North County. They might be trying to get some of their twos out there as well at this point in the game. But North County against Agape, that boarding school they played last year, Greg Allen had a chance to talk with their coach. A lot of cool stories with some of the players and their backgrounds that they've come from and the football team that they've formed. It's a favorable matchup for North County. So it's kind of a chance to work on some things through this week in practice, play an opponent that isn't quite up on that Hillsboro level and not quite on that Festus level, but then you've got that turnaround to the Festus Tigers. That's a Week 6 matchup. We'll have that one for you on AM 1240 KFMO. It'll be played right here in Bonne Terre, Missouri. Meanwhile, the Hillsboro Hawks, as I said, they'll be playing Festus in next week's matchup.
I remember watching a Festus Hillsboro game a few years back, and it was just a great game from front to back. It was the kind of game we thought we were going to see here tonight, and it was a great rivalry and a great game that night. That should be something really good to watch when those two teams get together. And I'm also wondering here, as I was getting ready to say something, did North County maybe do a little too much this off week? I'll tell you after this play.
Motion as they're going back to a triple option offense attack, the Hillsboro Hawks, what they used to run under former head coach Lee Freeman for a number of years, as two players getting physical with one another. Boylan, one of them for North County for the Hillsboro Hawks side of the field. The player in that little one-on-one skirmish, Cohen Linderer, the sophomore.
And we got a holding on the Hillsboro Hawks. And the reason I say that, did they do a little too much this week? Talking to Bill Saharski at halftime, he said that first half, North County's offense looked nothing like any of the tapes they've seen. He said they were running plays we'd never seen before. And I thought, man, if you're doing that good against plays you've never seen before, what are you going to do when they go back to what they've normally run? Could they have maybe outfoxed themselves and got a little too fancy during the off week or during the time that they prepared for Hillsboro?
See, I'll speak against that, and only here's why. Entering this game, North County attempted 10 passes on the year. They came out of this game passing quite a bit, and they did a lot of passing in that first half. So I don't know if it's necessarily just stuff they were trying to do this week, as we got a tackle for loss on the run to the far side of the field for the Hillsboro Hawks.
It always reminds me, though, of the year that North County played Farmington here at North County, and it was a late season game, and Farmington had one of their best seasons that year. They came over here to play North County, and the old playoff system was set up that if Farmington came here and lost by less than 20 points, they were going to go to the playoffs. But if they won, obviously they go, and if North County won, they'd have to win by at least, I think it was actually 14. So they had to win by 14 or more in order to go to the playoffs, or Farmington got to go. And Matt Haug, the head coach of the Raiders back then, went through and installed a whole new offense before that game, and Farmington had no idea what they were doing. North County won the game 21-0, and after the game, the Farmington coaches were telling me, they were like, we'd never seen any of that before. We didn't know what they were doing because we'd never seen that offense at all.
Cody Linderer helped off the field for the Hillsboro Hawks. Clock winds with 1:20 to play. Rollout for Heisel, the backup quarterback. He connects with his receiver. No, it's dropped on the play. Trying to find his intended target, Dalton Ross. Goes off his hands, incomplete, 4th down, 16 yards to go for the first. Here comes the punt team for the Hillsboro Hawks. But back to my point before, it's not like we've really seen the passing attack from the North County Raiders, the 2021 edition. We know, Hillsboro especially knows what it looked like in 2020. So if we had maybe a greater sample size, I would say, okay, fine. But I think it's just way too small of a sample size to say, yeah, this isn't the passing attack they've been running all year. We haven't really seen the passing attack they've been running all year. A punt formation for the Hillsboro Hawks as Romaine gets ready to kick it away. The punt is a high spiraling punt. It's going to go over the head of the returner for the North County Raiders, who was back deep on that play. It was not Job Smith. Instead, for North County, it was Jonathan Ruck, the sophomore wide receiver, back deep. And 11 seconds to go. Looks like the clock is going to just run out here on the North County Raiders. And that will take us into post-game. Bill Bess, American Family Insurance post-game show coming up. Impressive victory for the Hillsboro Hawks over the North County Raiders, 42-7, your final on AM 1240 KFMO. Call Greg.
We're your shelter.
A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services. They offer non-skilled nursing and in-home care services, consumer-directed services, transportation, and adult daycare services. A1 Home Care will tailor the care plan to meet your needs. A1 hires reliable, caring, and trustworthy individuals to perform the care you need and deserve. A1 Home Care, the #1 choice for home care services.
Go Raiders!
Enigma.
I'm Rob Baker, and this is my academy. Baker's Academy of Martial Arts has a rich martial arts history and continues the legacy of many great masters. Baker's Academy offers fun, safe, and challenging classes for adults and children. Call 218-9596 and see us on the web at bakersacademy.net.